Ah, YouTube, I hate you. No, fuck. Wait, are we? What is going on? Who is where? How is what? Okay, we made it. Yes. Oh, did we? I hope we did. Hey, I'm so sorry for this. So for all of you waiting here, I'm terribly, terribly sorry. YouTube made me go live on a different stream while you were waiting in this one. So shout out to Bombocat, shout out to Soul, shout out to Tired Dad, shout out to Chemalo, shout out to Diogenes, shout out to Vizviz, shout out to Mangoes, shout out to Lusat, shout out to Tumus. Hey, I am sorry for this. YouTube made us open up a different stream. That isn't this one. This is so stupid. Like, how do I make a stream? I select it, I go live, and we go live in a second version of the stream. That is just stupid stuff, right? That is just stupid stuff. So let's delete the other stream. Let's hope everything works. And I am so sorry for making you wait this long. Yeah. Welcome back, Heavendoll. Sorry for this. Blame YouTube, all right? Okay, realistically speaking, you could also blame me, but I do prefer if you just blame it on YouTube and we all just pretend this never happened. Yeah. Second place? Yeah, but why? Why is it only second? Huh? I sold. I was on rank number 1 the longest. The reason why we're only second is because I had like an 8 to 12 hour period where I didn't claim my rewards, right? Maybe like in combined 8 to 12 hours during which I didn't claim my rewards. Hey, Fallen Angel, thank you for the follow over on Twitcheroonie. If any of you want to follow there, feel free to, or just stay on YouTube. Both work fine. But we did get a couple gemsies as well as this shiny frame. So we have a new frame to look at. Makes me wonder, is this frame temporary or is it permanent? I don't know. Let's see. The frame is temporary for 13 days, supposedly. But the weirdest one, Twitch is your natural habitat. Easy. Easy then. Easy call. Now what I just need to figure out is how long does it take for this chat thing to just work out properly. Yo, Dimitro, what's up? Lusat. What hour does Prophecy event begin? 8 hours after reset, as far as I can tell. So the Prophecy event starts in 6 hours. Game music is too loud. Let me fix that. Oh, you're right. It was on 100% rather than 70. Yeah, the login frame. Let's check it. Let's check out the login frame. Yeah. It is pretty as fuck. That is pretty cool. That is a pretty frame. But yeah, okay. So, okay, let's do one thing at a time. What I wanted to talk about is the Gaze into the Abyss. You know how this thing was meant to last for 14 days? It's been way longer than 14 days, and we still have the frame. I don't know. I don't know. So maybe those are also less permanent. But yeah, I mean, it's a cool frame. It's nicely animated, but I prefer this one. I like the Night of the Hunt one. Yeah, it will go away the next Night of the Hunt, but when is that? We don't even have a... Hey, Takakura, what's up? Jay Shuari. Level 134 and you're in chat. 14.4, it's 2 RNG. Yes, 14.4 is god awful. Yeah, maybe if we don't tell them. Maybe if we don't tell them. But, oh yeah, we wanted to check out when the event starts, right? So we go to Summertime Ensemble. We head into the event details. And then right here, it says 12, right? Reset is 4. We currently have it 2. We currently have it 6. So 6 hours from now. We did use the newest code, but we haven't used it on our free-to-play account yet. Anybody has an idea where I can find one Soothing Embrace? I want to do a Soothing Embrace pull, but we need one more. By the way, they said we will get 10 pulls from certain events. Which event? Oh, that's the one we already have going on right now, this one. The one they were talking about is this right here. That one. Daily Boutique. You're right, we could spend $1 to get a summon. You're actually right. I don't think we have Dutchman's Revenge unlocked. Yeah, I mean, it's only $1, right? If I want to do a temple, I think that's fine. Alright, there we go. So, we now magically have a temple. Now, how crazy do we go? What about the event? Which event? How many events? No achievements? I don't think we have any achievements we can achieve. We would have to beat chapter 16. We would have to beat chapter 4 hard. Oh, chapter 4 hard might be possible. Or might have been possible. Just no point to it yet. Event shop, you're also right. Yeah, but now we have all these resources still left. See, this is what gets me hyped. Look at how many summons we still have in here. 3, 10, 20, 33. 13 premiums, 20 normal ones. I cannot wait for Nightmare. I cannot wait for Nightmare and then just buy out everything. It is absolutely possible to buy all. Oh, shikes. That is a lot of these thingies. Luckily, you can kind of see through it. But yeah, I highly doubt I will be able to get everyone before I get, like, inked. So, yeah, it's just spamming time at this point. Looks fine, right? I think we're in good time. Alright, so, okay. See, I'm not 100% certain if you, Hey, Costas! Costas, what's up? Welcome back. You just smacked them blind? That's what we're meant to do, right? Like, how else would you play this properly? No way. Who would play this properly anyhow? Hey, stage 4. I actually got lucky. So we went 60 pity for Spectral Gilrain. And then the game decided to bless us. In that we got a fleeting Bella from the 3000 gems we just got in the mail. So that was pretty awesome. No, you cannot dismantle gear for solely. The only thing you can do with extra gear is use it as experience. On mobile it's easy? Yeah. I mean, it's not like we're struggling with it, right? It's not like we're struggling with it, but it is at least a little challenging. I suppose I already have Van Helsing, Acapella and Stereoid. What would be the most strategic vessel to choose in the upcoming 300 pull selection? Bam, 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 bam. So you got the big 3. Now you want to know who else should you get if you already have the big boys. The easiest decision would be get a Van Helsing. Because the more Van Helsings you get, the better. But yes, if you do, okay, so if you don't have these characters yet, you can pick him. Otherwise, just go with the Van Helsing, right? If you don't have a Thibault yet, make sure you get a Thibault. If you don't yet have a... You could get an Augustine for Arena, like if you're interested in doing some shenanigans in PvP, but it's not as necessary. Yeah, you know, I think you could just go with a VH copy, right? I think you can just go with the VH copy and yeah, do that pretty much. Seth or Stereoid Iona? Stereoid Iona is slightly better. No.
I will take your siren's tear.
Defeat Joyce's puppet army.
This is quite interesting. Want my help? Just know I always collect what's owed. Want my help? Just know I always collect what's owed.
Lamia is not available in the coffin? Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't talk about her, or Dicarlo, for that matter. Seth is better in your eyes? That depends, right? There's certain scenarios where Seth is better, but overall, Aeona takes the cake. No, you know what's actually better? Upgrade Eye of Truth to 4 and then hold your resources. Like, upgrade Eye of Truth, hold your resources, and wait for the death response on the Eye of Truth interaction. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep my resources, make sure that once they fix it, or we have like more of an idea of how this works, then we'll be able to figure stuff out. Ooh, we can get a preview of the boss for the event stage. Interesting. Do you already have 4 fleeting Bellas? That is more important. Do you already have 4 fleeting Bellas, yes or no?
There's more than one way to take what you did.
How do you have 25 or 26? By the way, you only found 14. Questline. Once the critical hour unlocks, you'll then be able to move on. Maybe you, for example, missed like one of the crucial chest ones, or have you looked behind the table yet? There is a present that is right here for Selena. It's behind this table. Maybe you missed that one. Otherwise, you would just have to explore the island and see if you can start off another quest chain. On that note, though, we need to find reward 26. Ah, there it is. Is Bella Tank still better to up his circle bloody thing, the ones you level her up? You can siphon a Bella, but it is more of your more to your advantage if you siphon a. Come on, think. It is more to your advantage if you siphon a Van Helsing rather than a Bella. What's going on? We're waiting for us to do, I think, 30 summons, 40 or 50 summons, right? We're doing like 40 or 50 summons in 10 normal summons, then the free pull on the main, potentially another 10 pull if I feel like it, and then on the free to play we're doing a free 10 pull as well as the 3000 gem 10 pull we just got in the mail. Then we'll also be doing a Embrace 10 pull because we have the Summer 30 code. So yeah, a bunch of summons. Should I save Go Lowlight of Bella A4. Bella A4. So yeah, Brotem, get Bella. Get Bella to A4 rather than Lorelei. Bella to A4 it is. Hey, thank you. You have Insenia, Garrus, Entrance, and Hati. Who do you recommend as the third with Coffin for the Tower of Ancestry? If you want to push Tower of Ancestry, probably go with Seth. Like, if you're just looking to push Tower of Ancestry and you still want to make like the best choice, go with Seth. If you just want to go with raw power, maybe go for T. Amy or Seth. But yeah, what makes Van Helsing top tier in PvP? Let me show you. Alright, let me give you a quick showcase on what makes Van Helsing top tier in PvP. Quick showcase, okay? Do I also make videos where I review a viewer's account? It is something we can do later down the line, but currently there's enough content where I can make like 2, 3, 4 videos reasonably a day, and then adding a 5th on top just isn't quite in my capabilities at the moment. So once we have like some downtime, Think about it like this. Like the most realistic time for me to give you account reviews and the like is going to be next week. Because next week we don't get a new character. We have 1 week until the next set of events starts. So that's when we have like some downtime. I can do like account reviews and stuff. Though for now I'm still busy enough, right? How do you make Fleeting Bella aim for Van Helsing on auto? Make sure that your Van Helsing has the highest attack on the field. Like that is the only indicator I can think of that might influence this positively. Can you make best build guides for mid and late game for characters and what to focus on, tips and tricks for power? Are already there, right? I have a video on what you can do to get BP the best way. I have a build guide, or better said, which artifact to put on which character. We also have a gearing guide on where to gear what on who. So it's all there already, but I guess I would have to like combine it all into one specific vid. I don't know. So that can't be it. Yeah, I wish I knew, right? Hey, Lone Wolf, what's up? I have no idea what Bella's targeting looks like, but for me personally, she targets Van Helsing and I'm very happy about it, alright? We might have to do some testing on how to make sure she always targets Van Helsing, but I don't know at the moment, right? Yeah, I don't think it's the tile she's buffing, right? I don't think it's the tile she's buffing. It just works, right? It just works. Yeah? You think you've seen every single video until last week? I mean, there's 135. Okay, technically, if you subtract the streams, there's like 100. So yeah, this is why Van Helsing is good in PvP. He just annihilates stuff. Oh, let me see. F Bella is A4 and Lorelei is A0. You don't have to go for more Lorelei copies if you don't want to, right? Like, I haven't yet seen a reason that would indicate that you need multiple Lorelei copies. We can play around a bit with Lorelei. We can give her the buff from Fleeting Bella. But I feel like you either go all out or you go zero investment on you know who, right? Like it's either you go all out or you go zero. Like it's kind of like you either go 1 Lorelei, 4 Lorelei's, or you go like fully into it. But Fleeting Bella, if you really want to summon even more, you could try to get even more copies of Fleeting Bella. But I just don't know how relevant that would be because it does tend to get quite costly. Oh yeah, how's our defense doing? Is there anybody attacking us? Oh no! We lost the defense against Lise. But look at this, we took our revenge 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 times. How dare Lise attack us once? We had to strike with the power of the fist. The fist of equality. You gotta wait 3 hours now for your transfusion slot for Bella. At least you'll then be able to use her, right? So that's big plus. Also, my Van Helsing currently is disgusting. Okay, people? As much as you've just seen Van Helsing do stuff, our Van Helsing is... He's out there, alright? So not only is the big guy now level 180, as well as us missing just 2 copies, we also have this piece right here, which is highest tier gear, bound to him at maximum level. We have a ring, tier 9, not bound to him, but maximum level. A tier 8 faction piece armor, as well as a tier 9 something something. And then look at the skill ups. Yeah, big boy got everything. He got everything. How much is my Lamia's attack? Below my Van Helsing actually now. Look at the power. 24,561. Ay, 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 ay. Big boy Van Helsing. Yep, this was my strongest unit for the longest time, but you can see 13,000 attack versus 13,600. But the crazy part is it's still close. And the reason why it's close, Lamia is probably still my best DPS until we can get that affinity up, right? That's one of the only things we still have to improve with Van Helsing, and that is we're missing around 300 attack in affinity. If you compare Lamia, 655 on 8,700, right? The top stats, 655, 8,700 versus 298 and 3,968. But yeah, he's at minimum number 2. Yep. I mean, most of our guys aren't above level 4. Right? Like, look at this. Level 4, Stereite Aeona special. Level 4, Fleeting Bella on 5. Level 4 on Daikalo. Level 4 on Friedrich. And then level 4 and level 5 on Bella. Right? Here we have some level 3s in there, so yeah, it is in fact the real adventure once you go past level 4. For the Abyss, who to pick? You have a Seth, Tiami, and a Lamine. Pick a Tihati. You're not going to regret it. If you already have a Seth, just pick a Tihati. And don't look back, right? Don't look back. Alright, let's play some Time Worn. It's time to run the strongest Van Helsing in the realm again. So we start off with Blood Soul Recovery and crit rate buff and bonuses. And we get his ult going. Oh wow, and we even get the exclusive. That is disgusting. Alright, more Blood Soul Recovery, we take that. Then we boost Van Helsing with Fleeting Bella into another Acapella. Plus the bonus from Cyrene. So now he is the strongest Van Helsing possible. I guess he could get even stronger if we upgrade Bella's exclusive. But yeah, look at this. There isn't even enough enemies to fight. There's nothing left to hit. He has killed everything in sight. And also the, does anyone know where to find the 26 out of 26? Bottom left, next to the carriage in the grass. I believe. If not, I just found the 20... Yeah, I do believe I got number 26. If you go like 5 minutes back on the stream, you'll be able to see it live. But... yeah, it was in the grass next to the wagon where they like sell stuff, if I remember correctly. Dude, look at that speed. What is this? It is Van Machine Gun. The Legend of Van Machine Gun. I noticed my server is an alliance guild of yours, WGSB Lemon. Yes, we have members in pretty much every single server, I would say so. So it is not unlikely for you to find a member of a WGSB guild being part of your leaderboards. It is pretty likely actually. Because people high on the leaderboards care about the game and they're more likely to be the ones that actually find my videos or the like. So yeah, that can very much be the thing. There should be a Vessel leaderboard. Oh, my Van Helsing, I would say top 50. If I had to make a realistic estimation, I would say my Van Helsing is currently top 50 in the world. The only drawback might be potentially 1 or 2 less echo pieces, or maybe not full siphon, or I guess you could say not full yeah, level, right? Our Van Helsing is only level 180 rather than level 200, I guess. But no, there's not a lot you can do to our Van Helsing to make him any more powerful. Get him, Van Helsing. Show him. Gosh, damn. Bye-bye. Good morning, SMK. I'm just gonna call you SMK, and there's nothing you can do about it. Wah, wah, wah. Alright. Yep, he is in fact running out of enemies to kill, and we just got enough points to buy the next upgrade. Fancy stuff. Fate. Minute left until summons. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get my gear today. I cannot wait. I really hope we get another Van Helsing piece. If we could get another church, like a church ring, church jacket. Oh my. Should you skip Armored Spirit if you're confident you can beat 12-8? If you think you can beat 12-8 today, then yes, skip Armored Spirit. There's no reason for you to play Armored Spirit if you can beat 12-8 today. Hey, yeah, if you want to spend more time in the game, a perfect way to do that is just by playing multiple rounds of the Mausoleum. All right, 30 seconds. Let's get the summons ready. All right, music out. For you sneaky people who always want to tell me if it's an SSR before I know myself. So, game plan. 10 normal summons. Potentially a perfect shard if we get enough currency. On top of that, we might do another 10 pull for gems if I feel like it. But it depends on how bad our free pull goes. And then we quickly swap over to the free to play to also do some summons there. So we will do like 60 summons split between like 2 accounts. Okay. Tempo number 1. Blue Dawn standard banner. Bang. Bang. Is this a good team for campaign? A Cappella, Fleeting, Bella, Van Helsing, Friedrich and Daikalo? Yes. You could use that as a team for story if you wanted to. Just keep in mind it's going to be a bit difficult to work with the Van Helsing in certain stages. Okay, now the important part. Can we finish off our Bella? We need 1 more copy. We need 1 more copy and we have 30 free pulls left. Bang! Bang! 50-50! Bella or no Bella? Bella or no Bella? We just got a Bella from our very last 10 pull. 50-50, Bella or no Bella? Bella or no Bella? Come on, what is it? What do you think? Bella or no Bella? Do we win or do we lose the 50-50? Bella or no Bella? 50-50. Can we win it?
The strong devour the weak.
I'll stand firm against the enemies before. Would you like to see my homeland buried deep?
What? Our Bella looks kind of funny. Our Bella is looking a little funny today. Oh my. Oh my, what a pull. What a pull. What a pull. Wow. Now, isn't this beautiful? So I always hear, oh, I got so unlucky. You see, the problem is we aren't even in pity yet because we got an ancestor, but that's not to the point. So there's always something like, oh, I pulled XYZ, I didn't get lucky. Look at this.
If you become
We went from full pity, so we had a Bella, and then we went 60 summons nothing. Now into a losing pity Gilrain, but the very next temple was a Bella, and now the next one is a goddamn Transcendent Amy. It can all just turn around in a blink. Let's keep it going. Bang! Bang! Alright. See, I still want to get Bella though. I need one more Bella, and we only have 20 free pulls remaining, so we might as well. Bang! At least we still have 20 free pulls. But yeah, this is payback, right? You're gonna use her more in lineups? I don't know. Maybe I'll probably use Amy in PvP, that's for sure. Okay. Transfusion. Yeah, I guess we can get rid of Jester now, huh? Who here makes space for our Transcendent Amy? It's Yggdrasil, right? Yeah, there's no way we're keeping in Yggdrasil. Okay, more summons, people. That was already pretty fucking successful. So let's see if we can keep it up. Let's see if we can keep it up. It's time for the free to play. This is where the summons truly matter. This is where it can hurt, but also where it can heal, right? Why is he even on there? A valid question. But I do believe he was on there for my Gauntlet 3rd defense. Because it was just a bunch of tanks because I didn't have a hero. Mass is the weirdest hero you've ever encountered. You might not be far off. You might not be far off. Hey, pre-register. And then we have 3. Yep, we have the 3000 gems. And then we need to put in the gift code. For all of you that haven't yet done it, make sure you go in and you type in SAB 30 days and get yourself some summons. Get yourself some summons. How many do we have? Okay, we have 30 summons. We have a 10 pull, a 10 pull, and then a 10 pull. So 30 pulls. Yeah, she does look like Fleeting Bella, but she's not. You are right. I think the music is still disabled. Bang! Bang! Yikes. About the content blood offering in the website. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a launch event that's about to end. Right? Like the whole like invite link and the stuff. I mean, I have a video on it. It's rather old, but it's still accurate. Any recommendation setup for 11.8? Pure DPS. Like 11.8 is a pure DPS check. Just bring as much DPS. Try to heal as few times as possible. And if you have a Lamia, use a Lamia because she can destroy his tail. All right, free pull. Okay. I guess we have to touch our gems. Bella or no Bella? What do you think? Keep in mind, on this account we don't yet have a Bella. That's our free to play. No Bella yet. So Bella or no Bella? Let's see. Alright, Seti. Jenny. Seti. Will I am. Henri. Euna. William. Leo. Sweet.
For you.
Sweet. So now we at least have one copy of both limited heroes. It might have taken us quite a bit to get there. Like, I would say heart pity wise. But yeah, we now have a copy of both limiteds. And we didn't even have to pay for it. That's good stuff, right? So we now have a Lorelei. And we now also have a fleeting Bella. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Will we be able to get more fleeting Bellas? I don't know about that one. I do not know about our chances there. Though, let's actually swap back to the main, do our dailies there, and then we can go here again to the free-to-play to do the daily stuff. Because we still have our gear dungeon to do. Crucible is currently on lockdown, right? I just logged into the same account. So, yeah. You have to look at the black screen a little longer. How many copies of Bella should we get? If possible. 4 if possible. If not, 1 is also fine. I feel like Bella is the type of hero that is going to have relevancy for long enough a time. And someone you want to get why she's actually... I mean, she is a limited hero, right? She is a limited hero, so she's definitely someone you want to get copies of now, instead of, for example, Lamia or Daikalo, who you could still like build up later. We don't know when she returns. So that's always like the tricky part. But yeah, Fleeting Bella is definitely like built in a way that she should have long-term viability, right? You're free to play got 4 Bellas today. Oh my. I don't think you should need to save for further summons because the next characters should be non-limited again. Like, I highly doubt we're going from 2 limited characters into 2 limited characters. And also, for those of you that haven't yet seen it, we are guaranteed by the devs that the second hero out of 2 every 3 weeks will be free. Right? Anytime in the future, they release again the same. It goes like Lamia Daikalo and now Lorelei Fleeting Bella, and always the second hero seems to be guaranteed to be free. In the future, you'll be able to get new featured vessels for free. The new limit time featured vessel introduced in the second half of an event, so the second character, is going to be free. So yeah, no matter what, you will at least get one of them. Which sounds pretty amazing. Alright, let's turn the music back on. This shit's kind of weird. There we go. Stereoid Aeona. She is a healer plus buffer rather than more of a buffer. So if you want to play her in the standard comp, just replace Stereoid and Aeona instead of an acapella. But you could also replace an acapella if you're looking for more healing / survivability. Is there any chance to rerun Lamia or Daikalo? I mean, I don't believe they'll rerun them because you can just put them on your altar and then you have your own Lamia and Daikalo banner, right? What's good to prioritize for Cyrene?
Hey, newcomer, let's play together.
All of them.
I won't break.
She's a main DPS type of deal, but yeah, you kind of want all of them. Maybe basic and special before the ultimate, but all of her abilities are good enough where you could upgrade them. How do you know which server you're in? You click on your profile at the top and then you check this out, which says server. And if it starts with a 10 or 15, you are EU/US. And if it starts with a 20, then you're on Asia. Or C, yeah, SEA, CE. What was the code again? SAB 30 days. Right? SAB 30 days is the code you're looking for. Okay, let's see if we can make progress in story. I wish they have an option where we can have the vessel profiles. You can!
Those who don't know subservience shall be...
Right here. you go over, you click on customize, you click on any slot you want to fill, and then you go to companions, you select the faction, you select the character, you save, and then there you go. Yeah, all good. So if you want to update your home screen, 4-dot menu, customize, and then you can select skins if you have skins. You can select event memories if you have those. And then you can also just select a companion if you want to select one. And you can also have 5 presets. You can have 5 presets and then you can just swipe through them if you feel like changing up the scene, right? I thought of not using extra resources in Ancestral Vault for Monster Rank Cubers and set it for the save to get them instantly. Pointless. Absolutely pointless. The next character, like the Ancestor, is most likely a year away. Why would you butcher your current progress for something that happens like in a year? Why don't you just make it your goal to perform well in Clan Hunt and then just forget about it? Right? Like if you do well in Clan Hunt, what do you need to care about the cost of Cyrene or of another character, right? Do you think we get to a point where a new character at base isn't even good because your units at 4+ copies just have way better base stats? No. And the reason why is because it is just that. It is just flat stats. These siphons are not percentage based. So the higher your character level, the higher your gear, the less important it becomes how high your siphon is. Because you can always just increase a character's BP with skill ups, with gear, with base level way more than it would be through the use of siphoning. So the longer the time goes on, the less important it becomes for characters to be fully maxed out. Should we let the sunscreen hang out in the event shop? I have it there. I think it's all stacking up. Right? Like we're just waiting for the nightmare mode. If you check it out, we have like, yeah. You see how it's like 3 days of free sunscreen? Yeah, I haven't collected any of those. Too high a chance that I accidentally spend it, you know? You got 5 for the 200 cap? GG. Yeah, I mean, it does matter. You're more likely to use it accidentally if you buy it now. Alright. Yeah, I think we have to start upgrading our characters. So... yeah, I think we just continue investing into one specific character instead of splitting it up. Ah. Seems about right.
You seem awfully interested in.
Or maybe I should put Fleeting Bella on the tree and take Acapella off.
Kid, come dance to my newly composed tune.
I think it's fine like this. For your 450 Blue Dawn box, between Hati and Seth, which should you choose? You know, there's a reason. There's a reason why I haven't opened my box yet, right? Though now, this selection for me personally, now that we've pulled the 4th Ancestor, is now way simpler. But still, I would prefer to just pick the 6th guy. Though, between Seth and Hati, see, that's the issue. Hati has proven how valuable she is, but Seth, she could become extremely crucial to have, right? Yeah, so, surprisingly, we've already pulled 7 Ancestors, 3 of them twice, and 1 Transcendent Amy. So we're currently only missing Incendiary, Garrus, and Seth. So I feel like it's about time I stop crying so much and just go for Seth, huh? I don't know if I get Seth or Hati. Yeah, it depends, right? Like, if it was during the last clan hunt, I would have said just go get Tihati. But we don't know if Tihati is going to be that important for the next clan hunt again. But yeah, Tihati is just the strongest out of all the ancestors here, right? Yeah, but you know what? I kind of want to wait until we pull Incendiary Garrus and then I can just go with Seth, right? Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna use my box because I have no reason to do so at the moment. Exactly. For the blood shop, don't spend. No, gears are bad. Gear is very bad. Very bad. Very bad idea. Don't do it. Stay a hell away from gear. Get one Pavana. And then you can start thinking about the crystal balls, alright? Get Seth OP for what? Name me one piece of content I actually need her in. You kinda said, yeah, but it's available for more people. Because more people have Hati, because she was legit the free SSR everybody got on launch or gets when they start their account. So I think it's better for the game as a whole to have picked Hati. Would it be great if it could be used on both characters? Yes, but it also wouldn't make any visual sense if Hati as well as her Transcendent version would use the same skin. But yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's a good idea by the devs to pick normal Hati. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. How far are we in Infinity? With how many ancestors? I mean, we are on like stage 17. But that's just because I don't push. Like, I don't really push these towers. I don't care too much about them. Because I don't see a lot of value in. I guess the only tower I would probably care about is the church tower currently. If I could get the church tower, I have a decent chance at getting Van Helsing or Acapella. So yeah, I guess church tower would be fun. Isn't Seth the only one who can cleanse? Fleeting Bella can purify too. Fleeting Bella can purify too, but yes, Seth is the one who does it the most consistently. And then outside of that, she's also the only one who can subvert HP block and reduced HP recovery, but it's not a debuff we have at the moment.
As you wish.
The only healer that applies shields, but obviously there's units that apply shields themselves. Do you think we get a good amount of blood tears from a point forward? Absolutely. I do believe we'll get enough blood tears. You can also just do well in Night of the Hunt, in Gauntlet, in Arena, whatever. Yeah, I feel like the blood tier income is pretty good. Or like in a good spot. Huh? Van Helsing?
Setting the chaotic world right. That is my wife's.
Daikalo?
Would you accompany?
Whoops. So Van Helsing, Daikalo,
You seem awful.
and Lamia would be the only ones I would suggest from the Echo Shop. Only those three. Also, want to know something interesting? I do believe I've already bought 3 Van Helsing copies through the shop. I am quite certain my Van Helsing would actually be 3 copies less if it weren't for the Echo Shop. Yeah. So yeah, I've been sticking to just getting more Van Helsings. If I had the currency right now, I would be getting another one. But As you can see, we would need to buy 150 normal summons.
Please come again.
And that's just not possible, right? That's just not possible.
Facing a powerful enemy from your past is no easy task.
There's a hidden rule in gacha games that supports are better. No, you got it wrong. It's not that supports are better than DPS. DPS are still the kings of gacha. It is, what is true is the fact that supports tend to have longer longevity, right? Because it's harder for a support to get power crept. Buys the artifact for Van Helsing, basic attack.
Chaotic world right.
Eye of Truth, no doubt. Okay, here, yeah, let me show you. The best thing you can buy if you want to spend is buy this thing, right? This one. Just buy it for 3 months and then you have your 15 bucks. This is 5,700 gems for 580. Best deal you're going to find. And then I guess if you feel like it, you could buy the like the chapter pass. The one that gives you like 10,000 gems for 20 bucks if you pass chapter X, Y, Z, whatever. You kind of regret buying Lamia copies. No. Lamia is still more than fine. I don't think you should have any reason to regret, right? I don't think you have any reason to regret going for a Lamia. All right, let's get ourselves some gear. Luckily for us, Tall Devourer Runner is probably the easiest boss. If you use a Bella. If you don't use a Bella, then this boss is trouble.
I still remember how to use power.
Do you remember? No. Now we just gotta hope that they don't snag up Van Helsing. Otherwise we're gonna have trouble getting people out. Ah, Van Helsing, I love you. This is not even a fight. Nice. Yes, prophecy starts in 5 hours and 15 minutes.
Did we overdo it?
It's just for this boss. For this boss, he actually does prio summons. Okay. Let's see what we have. We have a amulet, light armor, double ring, medium armor, tier 9 heavy, medium armor tier 9. Oh, and that's it. We actually failed the 85% chance. Aww. No, if you don't have a Lamia, you're only going to get a shard for her rather than the full Lamia. Echo Shop is only for siphons, not for getting the character.
We won
Okay, let's see if we can get revenge.
this game.
Medium armor tier 9.
So where's our
Light armor. Church heavy armor. Another one.
Still have a long journey ahead.
T Hearty. That is definitely a case for T Hearty. Ancestor, medium armor. How do you unlock that boss? 15-8. You need to beat 15-8.
I shall illuminate for
Alright, I gotta make sure that I gear T Amy properly. Okay, guess not like this. Yeah, I really thought we had like a matching faction piece for T Amy. Guess we don't. Kinda crazy how the third gear boss is so 8, but the fourth one looks completely free. It auto levels your heroes to level 200, right? The fourth gear boss levels your heroes to level 200, which is the only reason why we're actually clearing this, right? So we're basically getting freebies, you could say.
the chaotic world right. That is my place.
Don't come too close.
I just don't know if it's worth it for us to try and bind this piece to Hearty. Because there's obviously no real benefit for us at the moment to do so. Ah yeah, we also don't have a Soul Strike hammer, so we can't bind it in the first place. That's a factor too. We just can't do it.
Setting the chaotic world right. That is my life's purpose.
And it's pretty fucking expensive. 100 attack? Less than 100 attack for 500,000? Oof. Yeah, here, look. This piece is forever stuck on Van Helsing. We'll never be able to use it on any other character, which is why we have to be very careful with who we decide. Like, for example, we could bind this ring to a Tinoa, but I'm not going to do that. And it also costs a special currency, which are these hammers right here. And you can only get them dropped exclusively from the gear dungeon. So, yeah, that is something we have to be careful with. Pretty much. Alright. I beat Joanne 414 with Lamine and Nubella. Ultimate into Lamine and or Lamia, I guess. Yeah. And which ancestor would I recommend? T Hearty, right? Yeah, it's gonna be like a month or two. It's going to be a month or two before you need an echo guide. It's gonna be like a month or two before that has enough relevance, you could say.
Little one. A promise that's not a custom must be fulfilled.
Okay, one more time, set him to sleep. Perfect, and now we can set Daikalo to sleep. And now we can boost Van Helsing, as well as heal Bella. Oh wow, she's dead. Get him! Who needs a survivor stage if you can just beat it? If you're ready, got a Capella and Seriona, I should go Van Helsing? Absolutely, 100%. Who needs to survive if you can fight for your life? But no, we weren't able to kill Daikalo, unfortunately.
We won. Though this game.
No way. Take a look at this. This is the end boss. Okay. 16-8. Now look at how many stages are left. 12. Where? How? We're like right there. Where are we gonna go? Are we just gonna go like, oh no, how do we find the boss? Oh, maybe over here, maybe he's here, maybe right here. Oh, there's the boss. Oh, how didn't we see that guy? So, yeah, apparently we still have 12 levels left to beat this chapter. Shit's crazy.
Those who don't know
What the hell?
shall be punished. I promise I'll
Yeah, we're gonna take the scenic route, you know? Look at this AoE control from Cyrene. I cannot stress it enough. Look at that. And you know what? We're actually gonna use Cyrene as our carry right now. Cyrene hard carry. Go Cyrene, get him. You see this? This is what an assassin looks like. Now,
those who don't
enemy effect.
shall be punished.
Crit rate increases by 100% if any target has lower HP than itself. Okay, so we want to hit them AoE so that they aren't that full life thing. Right, I guess? Look at the shutdown! Look at this! I know it's just a medium stage, but it is crazy regardless. And yes, it's not Cyrene, it's Lorelei, but she does, you know, the word Cyrene would refer to what she is, right? Like the concept of a Cyrene should be what a Lorelei is, because Lorelei should be, I believe it's the German word for Cyrene, but hey, we all understand what I meant, maybe. You know? That is a boss type enemy that just took 180,000 damage backshot. Oh man. Unfortunately, we didn't get enough kills, so she re-transformed into normal. Sad times.
Did we overdo it?
Lorelei plus Daikalo might be a crazy combo. Yes, if you need shutdown, but keep in mind you also need DPS, right? You're also gonna need DPS. Okay, EX stage.
Those who don't know subservience
These archers are scary. These archers are real scary. Ooh, and these healers also aren't that nice. Yeah, I definitely think we're meant to be here level-wise. Good that the EX stage gives us level 230 heroes. Seems about right. Yeah, I mean, why we don't... Yeah, then let's just run a Seth. See what Seth can do for us. Is Lorelei good? Good enough to get a copy of at least once. Lorelei plus Fleeting Bella isn't even fair. Yeah.
Finally.
What are your thoughts around the incredible versatility in team building? I like it. But team building could obviously be a bit more versatile if it wasn't as BP dependent, right? That's like the only complaint you could have, and that is most of your team building does to a certain degree depend on your highest units, right?
That was too easy.
Ooh, level 80. 90 additional pure blood. Oh wow, look at this. Can you tell me how much divine blood do you currently gain per hour? Because out of all the things that actually level up, divine blood is probably by far the slowest. So if you can, could you currently put in how much divine blood you're gaining per hour? Make it your chapter 2. Give me the number of divine blood you currently have, as well as which chapter you are in the main story. Or the level. Or the level. That works too. $37 at 14.7. $31 at 11.5. 36 at 13. Level 63 is 74 per hour. But why did it level up on level 79? How does that make sense? Yeah, it really isn't a big difference. 69 on 15.4. You mean 39? Yeah. See, you are on 15.4 and we are currently on 16.6.5. And we have one difference. We have 1 point difference.
Of subservience shall be punished. I promise that's not a custom.
Yeah, previous level up was it... Oh, maybe it goes level 9, level 19, level 29, level... You know? Might be the case. Oh, also, if you give attack speed to base Fleeting Bella, she sets people faster to sleep. And you know what people underestimate on Fleeting Bella? She can already start stacking the debuff again while units are still sleeping. Which is kind of nasty. I said the wrong name again, right?
Before the face of justice. What?
Get it in your head.
A fulfilling day.
Just wanted to thank you for by sticking with my main account. Managed to get both a copy of Lorelei and a copy of Fleeting Bella. Nice. Yeah, keep in mind, if you can start the game at any time, but you might always have regrets in regards to skipping out on certain or losing out on like certain resources, right? If you start an account now, you would be missing out on 73 pulls, the login events, the rewards from the very first events and stuff. So yeah, just always keep in mind that that is something that you would be forced to lose. Alright, let's set this guy to sleep because he's annoying as hell. Lorelei needs some kind of self-healing. She's a bit too squishy. Okay, one more hit. Sleep him. No! Bella! 8 seconds. Possess Van Helsing. So we get 6 seconds invulnerability. I tell you, Fleeting Bella is the best survivor unit out there because when she possesses, she's unhittable, and when she leaves possession, she's not going to be able to be hit for 6 seconds, and she also heals herself for her own max HP the moment she does not possess. So, as good as Incendiary Agaris is for survival stages, Fleeting Bella is probably currently the strongest survival stage unit out there. And it's not even close. Yeah. I gotta be honest with you here. As dumb as it sounds, getting to 15.8 is the hard part. Making progress after 15.8 is
Those who don't know subservience.
surprisingly easy.
The hour of execution has come.
A promise that's
Yeah. Getting to 15.8 is the hard part. Making progress after is in fact surprisingly easy. And it all has to do with Echo Gear, right? Echo Gear, the gear dungeon, the potential to get the highest tier of gear. It's kind of how once you unlock 12.8, you also get like a spurt in progress because you now have access to like tier 7 gear. But the reason why the jump is so big is because you're going from maximum tier 8 with faction straight through tier 9 into tier 9 with faction plus potentially tier 10 gear. So I do feel like that that is one of the reasons why. What is this? When a sticky units affected by continuous damage have their attack speed reduced. Yeah, no, that's not great. Sticky. Ah, but the enemies are also sticky. So if you were to bring a Transcendent Hearty, she would in fact make these guys attack even slower. So they would have like a combined reduction of attack speed by like 70% with the Pestilence debuff and the sticky thing. Now that is interesting.
Before the face of justice, what chance do
Yeah.
we stand?
That is also something I've noticed in Arena. If you're unlucky and you're running out of time in killing an enemy defense and they have a Fleeting Bella and there's only 6 seconds on the clock, there is nothing you can do, right? There's nothing you can do. Alright, let's take this guy. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Fleeting Bella on Lorelei into Lorelei Sleep Shutdown combo. I like it. Feels pretty good to play around with. Should we level up blue artifacts? You can. Am I in Europe? Yes, I am.
Those who don't know subservience shall be punished.
There you go. That's all I'm going to answer. Alright. I faced a similarly disgusting PvP defense where the enemy had double tank and triple healers with Cestare, Leona and F Bella. That is nasty. That is nasty. One Lorelei is good, but only one in your opinion. If you don't have the resources to spare, yes, getting Fleeting Bella first is a priority. I am illiterate in music. I cannot read notes. So I unfortunately am not the guy that composes movie soundtracks. I am incapable of reading or composing music. Hey, we've made it. Okay, I want to hear some predictions. Who here believes we can beat 16-8? Obviously, I don't need to see it. Give me a couple seconds to make a poll, and then we'll be fine. Can we beat 16-8? Very simple. Nuh-uh. Failure. Nuh-uh. Alright. Let's see. Can we beat 16-8? Also, you don't know if there's a support unit in there. I don't know if there's a support unit in there. Nobody knows if there's a support unit in there. So our success rate seems to be 62%. Okay. Seems good. Oh no. Oh no! It is Prime Kayn! I surrender! I give up! Leave me alone! No! Stop! I give up! No! Time out! Time out! I give up. It is Chapter Boss Kayn. No, Transcendent Kayn. How are we meant to beat him? And it is even the normal Kayn, where if he kills someone, he gets attack speed major. He places these explosions and he also can make them explode. Oh no. Run. It is Transcendent Kayn. This is hilarious. Okay, can we beat Transcendent Kayn? Or is he a number too big for us? We're gonna try with the same opener as before. We're going to set Kayn to sleep, which works. Yeah, I don't know, people. I can see some parallels between this Kayn and Kayn's performance when you pull him. Oh, he just one-shot Bella. Maybe he took that a little too personal. Maybe Mr. Kayn took that a little too personal. Okay, so before he one-shot Bella, did he actually one-shot both Bellas? Might be. Okay, so yeah, we just want to crowd control him and make sure he doesn't get his ult off. That seems to be all we have to do, really. And we should probably focus on the other enemies rather than on Kayn when it comes to dealing damage. Because Kayn is just one guy. And we get more value out of Laurel. Why can't my Kayn hit like that? Right? Can I get like that Kayn upgrade? Could my Kayn do this too? Like, can I take him into PvP arena and he just one-tap deletes? Attack speed major doing numbers? You're right. With him securing a kill, he is in fact getting attack speed major. Okay. Now, I would say we've played around enough. It is time we bring out the big guns.
I promise that's not a customer must be fulfilled. That's not a customer.
Unless we're obviously incapable of killing a single summon, then this would be kind of pointless. Oh, there we go. What a boss fight. Fantastic.
That was too
So, yeah. Thank you, Van Helsing. Teasing Transcendent Kayn? I don't know. Maybe they are. The end and the beninging. What are we gonna do here?
A fulfilling day indeed.
I don't know. And what's the BP? Oh, what's the boss stage? Can we already find that? Oh. Any believers? Any believers that we're about to beat 1710? It's only like a 50% BP difference. Right? We're obviously gonna make it there, right? Yeah, that is absolutely the Agaros boss. But we're probably not... Yeah, we're not gonna get there. Interesting. Let's do some summons, right? Mystery gift. 8,000 gems. 35 standard summons. For 110 bucks. No. Yeah, no. I don't think so. You got 4 out of 5 characters at 160 and have a cappella, Stereo, Leona, Van Helsing at 120, but you have 2 selectors. You select Van Helsing twice. Problem solved. Has anyone beat it yet? Yes. Some Asia whales have beat it already. Probably. And then I think we have like 1 or 2 guys on our server. I think Anthony and Prototype could actually have already beaten it. Yeah. But what we need to do now is see if we have some items to use. Yes. An hour worth of Divine Blood. And we're gonna upgrade Lorelei to 172. Very important. And now that we're sitting on a bit of Soli, we can actually upgrade Van Helsing to level 3. Yeah. Or at least his jacket thingy to level 3. When do we use that Ancestor Coffin? The moment Seth becomes needed, right? Like the moment Seth becomes necessary for me to have. Okay. I think we can do two things. We can do more summons. But first I want to hear some predictions. Who is it going to be? Now I give you my dream candidates. None of you will be surprised. But who is it going to be? You have a 3.57% chance to be correct. But my dream candidates would be Ressa, Acapella, Starry-Eyed, Van Helsing, or Dalcarlo. Jakaria. I don't like what you're trying to start here.
Is there a task that requires my
I feel like if there's anybody that doesn't need a cane,
Unravel my mystery.
it would be me. Right? Like, if I truly get another cane, things wouldn't be looking good. You can use Van Helsing in story if you have a fleeting Bella. Super Kane.
I'm Selena Dalma, hired assassin.
Hello, Selena, welcome. Yeah, I guess we have a Selena now. Or another one. Glad you don't have a single cane. How did you manage that? Can you tell us your secret? Like, what is your secret for such a remarkable performance? How did you manage to achieve that? How can I learn? But I guess it's already too late for me to learn, right? Literally came with the bow? No. Selena's fine.
What a coincidence.
And that's not because we already pulled way too many of her. And I need some excuse.
No, pursue you for life.
Alright, let's turn off the sound. Let's do a tempo on the standard banner and see what happens. Bang! Bang! Same as with the perfect shards. How many pulls? Probably close to 2-7. Alright. This doesn't look like Van Helsing.
I will provide support from the back.
But it also doesn't look like Kane.
Surprised? This is what someone driven by hatred and at the end of their rope looks like.
The strong devour the
Uh-huh. Okay. And for those of you wondering, how did you end up in this situation? Unfortunately, I had to pick between Maz and Gilrain on my list because it's not going to be Kane or Lamia. So that's how we ended up here. You got a TA me? Nice. That is sweet. Yeah, I guess road to Maz. Now that we finished off Kane, I guess it's our time to go for maximum mass, right? Really does look like we're about to go for maximum mass destruction. Yeah, at least she can self-destruct better now. You're right. We should look at the positive side of things. She can now suicide better.
Anywhere you want to go.
Yay. Any new codes? SAB 30 days. Here, let me post the code. SAB 30 days gives you 4 normal summons and 600 gems. One of the best gift codes. I think it's the best gift code outside of the 1000 gems. What happens when you pull a 12th copy of Max plus 1? You get 6000 currency. So you would be able to buy 15 perfect shards for that. You don't want that to happen. You don't want to do that, alright? So if possible, don't pull beyond the max. It doesn't pay off.
Were the previous items not to your liking?
Man, I want this Van Helsing spirit. But how am I gonna get that? Shit. Ah,
Please come again.
damn you, Van Helsing.
We look forward to your
Why do we have it twice?
You remember to come back.
Time to get... No, look at the value. It's terrible.
We look forward to your
Like, these experience points are terrible. These 40 things are terrible. The payoff is kind of terrible. Like, if I were to get one, I would probably get this instead. 30 premiums with a perfect shard. Rather than 30 premiums. Like, I don't know. Yeah, but even the 30 premiums, hell no. Hell no. We're not gonna wail on the blue. Ouchie! We're just gonna do our Blue Dawn summons, and at one point we'll be able to buy a Van Helsing Spirit. Van Helsing or Lamia for story? Why not both? Why would you need to make a choice? Huh? Why don't you just run both? Like we do.
Those who don't know subservience shall be punished.
Right? If you don't want to make a choice, just run both.
A promise that's not a customer must be fulfilled. Take my thoughts with you, and that's not a customer.
You can get it by brutalizing Wallet Kun. You're right. But I don't think that's what we want to do.
That's not a customer. Take my thoughts with you and keep walking. That's not a customer.
Hey, Sir Raging Storm, good morning to you too. We fight Baphomet again, apparently.
The trouble.
Okay, how many of you are interested in a potential younger version of Baphomet? Right? Like, who would be interested in seeing this guy in his prime?
It's been too long.
I feel like his lore is intriguing enough. Like, obviously he lost out to Noah in the past, but I would feel like getting prime Baphomet would be sick. That is his prime? No. No, he multiple times stated that he is now weaker because he's bound to armor rather than flesh. What team did we use to beat the Godhead boss? Make sure you use a Bella, and then when he gives you that weird card, you just put that on Bella's summons. Watch them turn young Baphomet into fanboy? Hell no. No, dudes? Yeah, see, prime Baphomet would be the perfect character. Like, imagine him as like a buff guy. Like some buff guy that is a tank and he has like a giant axe. That would be sick. Be sick. So yeah, I am very much looking forward to Baphomet, prime Baphomet. Even more than it would be my interest in like a second version of Empusa, right? Even though Empusa is like next to our main character and stuff, give me prime Baphomet. A T Empusa character. Yeah, I hope Baphomet will be buff and muscular. He better be. What chapter are we on our free-to-play? Our free-to-play is day 15 and we've just beaten 13-4. On our free-to-play we are on day 15, or you could say on day 14 because we haven't yet played day 15, but we've just beaten 13-4 for reference. You're not happy with the acapella in the later parts of story? you just kind of have to make sure that you're like, if you can get an acapella ult off in the beginning as like the very first ult you use, then that is perfect, because you're gonna be on like a blood surplus, while you'll also be able to give the buffs as well as any like slight healing to your tank. So yeah, she only truly is worth it if you can get her ultimate off rather quickly and then just cycle it for maximum benefit. Does a Fleeting Bella provide healing while she's possessing someone, or is it just the purification? I don't quite remember now. The healing should only be from the wisps, right? Issues investing the free blood, so in most cases it's not worth it because your tank will be dead by then. Yeah, but that, like, if your tank dies before you get 3 blood souls, then you're not gonna beat the stage no matter who you use. Right? Like, if your tank dies before you get to 3 blood souls, then I don't think you have a lot of success rate in beating the stage regardless. Yeah, I mean the Tide with Blessing, but what I'm a bit worried about is my Lorelei rushing into the enemy line and then just getting killed. You know? just like ending up dead. But yeah, I guess the Tide with Blessings would jump over to Lorelei if Lorelei drops below. Oh wow, we're fighting Mass. Hey, Miyamoto Musashi, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Alright. Let's have Mass attack Fleeting Bella, because Fleeting Bella heals herself for 5% max HP. Look at this. You see this healing? Like, she, you know, if you're ever running out of tanks, you could also just run Fleeting Bella as your tank. Right? Like, do not underestimate 5% max HP based healing. You just unlock Sheila? Nice! Good luck. But don't get discouraged if you get crushed at like 5 fragments. Hi, I have one question. What do you play on Silver and Blood and you use emulator? No. I'm playing Silver and Blood on the official PC client. If you're looking for the PC client, let me actually get out my document. It's been a while since I shared it, but it doesn't make it any less viable or valuable. So... let's get the link, copy, it's posted right here. There you go. I hope. Message pinned. Is it working? Did I post it and is it pinned? Because the chat is a little delayed on the YouTube website because I'm reading it through the, yeah, I think it's fine, right? So you should find the official link right there.
I still remember how to use power. Remember to protect me.
Oh, why is it not? Why is Mass going for our Lorelei so hard? I feel like we're not going to get past this stage. Once you get to level 120, to gain actors, to gain level becomes insanely slow. Yeah, it depends, but if you do your dailies every day, you'll obviously make progress. And also keep in mind, the moment Nightmare Mode releases, we'll make massive progress through Event Shop. Still having the Ancestor Selector, waiting for the Ancestor Shards from the tower. Understandable. Why you don't have a Van Helsing yet? I don't know. Maybe you didn't pick him from the 300 selector? Let's do the math on it and know how realistic this actually is. It shouldn't be too bad, right? I mean, 100 and but we don't have 104. 104 is if we 104 would be if we use our full team. Like, look at this. If we want to build a realistic team, then we only have 102 rather than 104. So 102,477 by 124. Yeah, we're looking like at a 17.4% deficit, which is kind of the usual time when you start struggling. We can look at what others use to clear the stage. And then we're gonna see that the lowest BP anybody cleared this with, funnily enough, is 108,000. Isn't this crazy? The lowest anybody cleared this stage, and look at how many people it is that have cleared this stage. You can count them on almost on one hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's just 6 people. But yeah, no wait, Prototype is not on here. Huh, where's Prototype? No, but I do believe, but yeah, look at their character levels. 148. No. The game doesn't need more weights. Wanna know why? Because they just make what's the best value pack to buy? Monthly. Monthly gem card, 579, 5,400 gems. That's all you need to buy. Okay. So the reason why we don't need more is because the Asia side of things is even crazier. Can you join my clan? Specifically my own. Might get a little difficult. Because we are, at least for the moment, the #1 clan in EU/NA. At least for the moment, right? But a clan of mine, one of the 8/9/10 if we make them, seems more possible. But hey, who knows? Maybe you're in like the 70 to 75 KBP range. And we might have a spot for you. Who knows? I don't. So yeah, I cannot promise anything. Tower. We can play tower.
No.
Let's see if we can make some progress in tower.
Those who don't know subservience shall be punished. A promise that's not a customer must be.
Oh yeah, if you're wondering what is the highest BP I've seen yet, I think I can show it to you as a screenshot. Not the one journey pack for 10k gems. Objectively speaking, it's worse value. You're paying $20 for 10k, while for the monthly pass you spend 5, and you get 5,700, right? But yes, the story pack is obviously faster, but you could say it is less value. But no, let me actually find the guy. I think this guy should probably be the biggest ocean creature on global or like EU/NA at the moment. Just going to try and see if I can find him. I do believe I've taken a screenshot, but I don't think it's on my phone. I have a lot of screenshots here, so it might take me a second to find it. Is it this guy? Yeah. Yeah, here you go. This is from, I believe it's 3 or 4 days ago. Or 2 or 3 days ago, right? Yeah. So this is I believe the current highest highest game enjoyer. As you can see, he has beaten 1710. Right? He has in fact beaten 1710.
One. Though this
Yep, level 207. Exactly.
those who don't know subservience shall be punished.
Yep.
Promise that's not a custom must be fulfilled.
Tens. It's closer to tens of rather than just thousands. But I mean, it's at least 5 digits, but anything more than that, I'm not quite sure. But based on the progression he's been making since like day one, it's probably 5 digits. I just don't know how much further into that 5-digit numberification. But I do feel like 5 seems kind of where this is. How the fuck you could pass level 200? By upgrading all your heroes to 200 and unlocking the super evolution for the transfusion tree. Now, if you're curious what exactly that does, the answer is it just allows you to level all your heroes at the same time. I think a guy spent $1 million on Diablo. Yeah, it is like as more or as weighty as you would think this is. It is nothing compared to Diablo Immortal, right? Like there you spend like what, $100 a spin and you have like a 0.00001% chance to get like the top tier gem. And if you want to properly progress or like be the biggest guy, you need like 10 gems of that or something. Yeah, that's some crazy stuff. Yay! Two SSRs and still no F Bella. Yeah, but that means you get an ancestor, so I don't believe you can be that sad about it.
Don't know subservience.
And also keep in mind there is still 20 free pulls, as well as 2 weeks on the duration of the banners. You got Transcendent Heart on your second tempo and now a Triss? Ooh. Yeah, I mean, that means your next one is either going to be an ancestor
Punished.
or the featured character. So things are looking up for you, I would say.
A promise that's not a custom must be fulfilled.
Did you see how fast our Bella died? Crazy, huh? Come on, one more hit. No, we should have gone for the sleep. The 3k gems today were gorgeous. Absolutely, I've never seen anything more beautiful in my life. 800 summons in, still no Transcendent except Lemine and Tinoa. You've got, yeah, I went 1,000 summons without an ancestor. So everything is possible. For good and for bad.
and keep walking forward.
Bella can trigger the survive glitch where the enemies can't detect her at all past 6 seconds.
We won. Though this game.
But I do feel like whenever that gets relevant, don't all your units have already joined the afterlife, making it not as strong? You get what I mean, kind of, right? Like when Bella becomes relevant to, you could say, tank, don't all your units already? Yeah, you know, like I don't know, but yeah, maybe it's broken. I have no idea. Does a new Bella replace Daria Iona in PvP? Only if you play Van Helsing. But if you play Van Helsing, yes, unless you just run both of them. If you need, if you want to make your team even more tanky. Why is it so hard to get ancestors on main, but it's super easy on the second or third? I don't know. Maybe they want to get you to spend more money because they know that it's an all. I have no idea. But it's more like conspiracies, right?
Before the face of justice.
Those who don't know subservience shall be punished.
Ooh, we're pushing actually quite high. I do feel like this is kind of end of the road type stuff.
Be punished.
125k total enemy BP. It's a 5 stage rather than a non-5 stage. So I think we're getting close to kind of like the limit. Especially when ultimates start costing 10 million. Save us, Van Helsing! You can do it! Solo them, Van Helsing! Oh shit, he's dead. Mausoleum upgrade guide. Make sure you get the items rather than the stats. You're so tempted to use the coffin for T-Amy since my Bella keeps dying fast, but I also want Seth as well. Trust me, if your Bella dies fast, T-Amy would die just as fast. Does Hardy deal basic attack damage? With a basic attack, yes. But not necessarily. See, the only thing that could work, buffing T-Hardy with the fleeting Bella, in my opinion, is if the Pestilence debuff, this one right here, if this one is based on her attack, that gets higher if you like support her with a fleeting Bella, right? If fleeting Bella goes into a Hardy and then that buffs the damage of Pestilence, then that might make it worth it. But also the more basic attacks, so the faster T-Hardy attacks, the more Pestilence debuff she applies. And the 45% damage boost would obviously also make sure that her ultimate deals more damage. Bro, Bella is a better tank than T-Amy? Yeah. But also no. But yes. But also no. Hey, Van Helsing is back to being our highest BP unit. Woohoo! Oh, hard mode. We can still maybe beat hard mode. We might be stuck on chapter 17. But maybe we have what it takes to beat hard 4.
Those who don't know subservience
Oh man. You think Bella's better campaign, Amy's better in most other modes? Yeah. Okay, what are the odds of us actually saving the sheep from doom? I think it's decent. As long as we get some nice sleeps in. Yeah, I think the sheep is kinda tanky, so we should be fine. Oh. Yeah, now this gets a little dangerous. So let's get rid of this guy. There we go. You want that sheep? Same. Same. Can I summon it somewhere? Like, can it join my vessel gang? Ooh. Yeah, I don't know about 137,000. Good team composition. Hazing, Steria, Iona, Bella, Acapella, and Lamia. Which Bella? Tank Bella? Yeah. Not necessarily. You might want to take out Steria, Iona for fleeting Bella if you want to use Van Helsing to greater effect. Yep. Not just. We're looking at like close to a 29k deficit. But hey, you never know. Maybe Van Helsing starts cooking. And we just out DPS that thing like there's no tomorrow. Like, look at this. Bella's summons are currently getting targeted. So I feel somewhat confident in our ability to just Van Helsing the hell out of this thing. I guess the only problem would be these eggs. But we're basically doing no damage. So yeah, this might not happen. And if we bring a Cyrene to retarget Van Helsing, it's only gonna get worse. Yeah, we just don't have a way to deal with these bugs. But we did push him to 2 bars.
No subservience shall be punished. All raw materials for my merchandise. A promise that's not a customer must be fulfilled.
Lorelei won't do much here. I mean, she has set these guys to sleep. The summons, right? But yeah, we could try bringing a Daikalo, but I highly doubt we have the DPS to destroy the eggs. We can try buffing Lamia and then using Lamia on the eggs. You see how it's only like half health? Even though we used the fully buffed Lamia. Yeah, just... we are looking at almost a 50% stat drop, so... Yeah, no.
Those who don't know subservience shall be punished.
You're stuck at 13-6. How do you defeat the enemy? 13-6 is a DPS check. So you need a certain amount of BP that you don't get insta-wiped by death. And then the rest just comes... Ooh. And then the rest just comes down to you dealing as much damage as possible to death. But if you cannot survive, then you're not able to beat the stage yet. Okay. So look at this. We found a shiny frame. Isn't that cute? But we still don't have like the really good one. The really good frame would be this one in the middle here. Cataclysm. Where we would need to get rank 1 10 times. And this would be the end goal. Hitting rank 1 350 times. Or better said, achieving a Blood Hunt reward 350 times to get like the biggest premium frame of them all. But yeah. Like we can when are the Blood Hunt rewards given out? Whenever somebody achieves a milestone. It's not every week. It's whenever you get a milestone. So whenever a milestone gets reached, I think it then just checks your positioning. But yeah, so why aren't we? Are they even 350? Probably. I mean, there will be some categories where you can go to 350, but look at this. Ancestors, we are unranked. Vessel Potency Church, we are on rank 3. Vessel Potency Bloodborne, we are somehow on rank 2. Vessel Potency Kingdom, we are apparently number 1. Interesting. Didn't know that before. Abyss Tower of Purification, we're number 1, but on these things we've been slacking. We just haven't been playing them every day. So, yeah, that's the reason why. I just haven't been playing them each day. So my biggest hope is just that people start losing stages and then we can catch up, right? That's when I think we can catch up. When people start losing in the tower. Though now that I think about it, that probably doesn't quite happen, realistically. So it is what it is. Another mystery gift. What the fuck? How many summons would there be? 95. No, 105. For 330 bucks. Crazy. Wouldn't even be enough for us to get enough Van Helsing spirits. I used Laura to put Death asleep and go to work on the rest with Dal and Lamia. Smart, smart. Yeah, you definitely have to tackle Death's ads first. And then you need the DPS to kill Death. Yeah, they really want that money so bad. But I'm chill. Like, we'll get our Van Helsing somehow, somewhere. So, we're fine. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bum. Man, why can't today be the 31st already? Why do we need to wait 5 days until Nightmare? Huh? But I almost forgot. I almost forgot to do my daily extra runs. That would have been wasteful. That would have been wasteful. Yeah, I am so looking forward to just buying out the full shop. Right? Like, I'm gonna save all my coins and then I'm gonna go on a gigantic spending spree. No, I don't believe it's normal that you uninstall the game on PC and launch the launcher and then it doesn't want to launch. But you just need to, the game wants a lot of permissions. So you might have to give the game enough permissions to actually launch. Buying the fragrance now might make a difference in story mode though. I don't think it gives that much BP. But that is what I just wanted to test. Okay. Give me a number. If we buy everything related to skill priority for Lorelei and Fleeting Bella. Okay, sure. Lorelei, basic attack first. Then special and then ultimate. So it goes basic, special, ultimate. For Lorelei. And for Fleeting Bella it should be special, ulti, and then basic attack as like dead last. So special, ult, basic. And for Lorelei it's basic, special, ult. Okay, so how much BP will we gain on Van Helsing if we buy all the church fragments, all the light armor fragments, and all the awakening fragments. What do you guys think? Because keep in mind, we are already somewhat high. We're already on like level 22, so we'll only get like 3 levels each. 300? Wait, we unlocked another Dutchman's Revenge stage. Is it finally time that we get the last artifact? Ooh. Okay, so let's buy him. Let's see. So light fragments, church fragments. Might as well buy the Bloodborne too, as well as the Kingdom while we're already at it, right? And then we buy the Awakening fragments. The rest can stay away for now. So now we go to Van Helsing. Keep in mind 75051.
That is my life's purpose.
Church fragments bring him up to 75103, so only like 80 BP. Light armor fragments 7541, only like 40. And now the worst of them all. Let's check out.
Don't wander around aimlessly.
Let's check out the awakening fragments, where we get like 2 levels.
Right?
Let's see what that is. 6 attack. Wow. 6 attack.
The chaotic world.
Crazy. So we gained 101. No. 151. Is it 151? But yeah, you were close. We actually got 13907 on Van. But yeah.
You also
Huh.
begun to feel lost
Interesting.
in the darkness of this world.
Alright, let's check out Lamia real quick. Lamia goes from... Oh, that is a sweet number. Let me actually screenshot that. 23,300. And then we do the vessel, which is now 2352. And then we pick our kingdom unit, which is going to be Fleeting Bella. And we go from 17,8 something something to 17,531. Uh-huh. Yeah, BP is BP, right? So yeah, currently... Should we try this team in story? Who thinks it's a good idea to run this team in story? Like, we put Fleeting Bella as our tank, then we take Stereite Iona to heal Fleeting Bella. Huh? Huh? Doesn't that sound like the strongest team ever? No? Ah. Where are my believers? So Bella out.
As you wish.
I still remember how to use power. Remember to protect me, little Bella.
Remember to protect you. You're gonna protect us. Until we use her ult. Ah, because you haven't refreshed the stream yet. I don't know. Or maybe we only have 2 oh shit. Yeah. Hey, Tumas, thank you for the follow over on Twitch, Rooney. Yeah, I don't think Survive the Artifact's gonna change much. Okay, so Dutchman's Revenge. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. 2 of them. Huh? Oh, I just thought we would gain 42 gems. And I was like, huh? 42 gems? Really now? Okay, yeah, let's check it out. Merchant Ship 1. Starfall Valley. Hmm. I don't know about you all, but this seems incredibly simplistic. Maybe not as much, because we're fucked. Unless we can fly all the way over there. Oh, what are these cannonballs? Can you destroy them? Not that it would change much, but... Huh. I mean... No, we're not making it. Look. If we're here and we can only fly one more time, we are in front of the door. But then we cannot fly to the guy, right? So look at this. We fly once. We fly twice. We fly the third time. And then we cannot get to him. So... No, it's not about the door being closed. But yes, we need to go to the button, right? But, huh. I mean, is there a placement with which we can fly past this gate? No, that also doesn't make a difference. Yeah, so much for simplistic, huh? Okay, what are these things? Can we interact with them? No targets. Yeah, shit. But we, no matter what, wouldn't we have to like go over this gate even if we go all the way around? Oh. Oh yeah, you're right. You are indeed right, Vulture. Yeah. Thank you. It was a distraction. The door was a trap. 31,000 BP? Are we even trying? Huh? I mean, I guess the riddle is the issue? But didn't we unlock this after beating 4-8? I mean, sure. We take those. Oh, it's these hoppy thingies. But we have no abilities. Okay. Okay. So if we go onto blue and then onto the button. And then onto blue. And then onto green. We can then murder the key person.
Those who don't know subservience
Huh.
shall be punished.
Yep, 3,000 moon tears as a 30-day thank you. Because it's been 30 days since game launch. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We just retrace our steps. And we should be fine. Huh. Yeah, okay. That doesn't seem too high end. But it's nice. And what's the final reward? Let me guess. 500 gems? I'm a genius. 42. Wait. 42? The answer to everything? Okay. So we shoot the lamp. And we move. Wait, he activated the puzzle on his own? By like just walking past it? Okay. Oh, do they extinguish the flames when they walk past? No. What? So we now go here. Kill this guy. And I think we should be done. Probably wasn't even necessary, but... Okay. Oh, shit. So, it was necessary. And the reason why it was necessary is because of the BP. Because we're looking at 119,000. You're not beating 119,000 if you don't keep your alarm meter down. So we just have to do the same thing, but with a better team comp. That's not that hard. That went quite quickly. I made the same mistake as before. Even though I know that the guy activates the lamp, I still did the same thing. Very useful. I definitely learn from my own mistakes. I wish for more puzzle game modes. They get rare as campaign gets harder. Yeah, but they do feel like a treat you can enjoy once you do beat story to a point. But I gotta be honest with you, from like the difficulty level, the first 5 are like way more difficult than anything after. Okay, so this time we actually have to take the guy serious. Which means it's out with her.
I still remember how to use power.
Bella comes back in. Lorelei goes out.
My help. Just
Ooh.
know I always collect what's owed.
Ooh, this might be too much.
A promise that's not a customer must be fulfilled.
Rebel in death's embrace.
That's not a customer.
That is a good amount of damage.
Anywhere you want to go, I'll take. You seem awfully interested in my secrets.
You think it's gonna make a difference? I feel like it should only be based on the alert level. But yeah, maybe we actually have to do less if we attack him from the back. We can try. It's not about it's about us not being powerful enough, right? The reason why I didn't hit back to do the easy restart is not because I think it's so fun to play this again. It's about me having to give Daikalo some more BP in hopes of that being enough to deal with the negative stat bonus.
Those who don't know subservience shall be punished. I still remember how to use power. Remember to protect me, little Bella! I still remember how to use power. Remember to protect me, little Bella! Must be fulfilled.
Ah! We don't have Daikalo on hand. Fuck. So this time we can actually use the back button. This time we can actually use the back button.
Those who don't know subservience shall be punished. A promise, revelation, must be fulfilled.
Perfection. What? That was clearly in range. Oh.
Long ago,
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
those who don't know subservience shall be punished. I still remember how to use power.
Yeah, I guess the issue is that we have to bring Daikalo, who
Hell. Just know I always
we
collect
just haven't
what's owed.
had as much investment in.
A wise strategy.
Want my help? Just know I always collect what's owed.
Friedrich for the win. Highly doubtful. But you never know.
A promise, no matter what, must be fulfilled.
Face the light.
Is Loki tougher than low BP story pushing? Yes. It is these fucking mages, man. Okay, this is not happening. This is not happening today. Yeah. Shikes.
Don't wander.
But what is going to happen is one more temple. Yeah. Let's do one more temple and then let's am I stupid or does the arrow not work on the guy? Yes, arrows don't work on the key holder. I don't even think it makes him weaker, right? Like you just shoot him and nothing happens. Alright. Okay, guess not. We're missing 90 gems. But who knows? Maybe we have some affinity gems lying around. If everything goes well,
This journey.
we might have some like affinity gems still somehow. Nope. Okay, so I guess we are 90 gems away from getting the next temple. 20 gems, 25 to be exact. Council chamber. Maybe we can actually get another affinity level up now. I did the faction tower, yes, my 3 stages. Okay, we want to make Van Helsing happy. Seems good. Let's see if that was enough to unlock an extra story.
If I could choose again. Hey, newcomer, let's play.
Oh yeah, we have Tea Amy. Nope. But maybe up here? Yay! Fleeting Bella! Now if that's not a sign... Shit, no gems. Stereo Diona? Also no gems. How? How? God damn. Yeah, I guess not. Mausoleum. We would need to get 1 achievement. No, not gonna do it. Okay, time to actually have some proper non-OP Helsing gameplay. Been a while since we did a serious push on the free-to-play. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can make happen. So we just logged in, we did our summons, we didn't really get a lot, if I'm not wrong. Oh yeah, we did get Fleeting Bella. That's true. But our Blue Dawns. 55? We're 55 on our Blue Dawns? God damn. That is high.
This journey begins.
How can I get 1 more summon?
A fulfilling day indeed.
By winning 3 times in the arena. Okay.
Conflict intertwine.
Yeah, then let's just beat some random guys up. Get 5 summons, go to full pity and see what happens.
Where violence and conflict intertwine.
Who else can we beat? This person. Hopefully.
Finally my turn. It's finally my turn.
The hour of execution has come.
Or maybe we should have used Tea Amy's ult. Or ordered Tea Amy's ult, better said. Alright, one more win.
Where violence and conflict intertwine, great riches abound. Care to give it a try?
Level 144? God damn.
This is quite
Is it worth getting 4 copies of F Bella? Yes. Yes. Even if the main factor is the fact that she's a limited unit, but she does have the power, she should have the kit, the kind of kit that stays relevant enough for me to say, yes, it would be worth it aiming for 4 copies. Are we gonna lose? I hope not. I would hate losing. Oh, it's a Lorelei. Oh, it's a Gornelei. Go Van Helsing! Cook him! Yay! Nice. Like, if I could, I would wish I could get,
A fulfilling day indeed.
yeah, I wish I could get 4 copies. That would be great. Okay, 5 pulls until full pity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 'And this should be a guaranteed SSR. I would like to get another Van Helsing, please. Or a Lamia or a Daikalo. Yeah. Fine too. Theobald, we take it. Theobald, we take it. That is Theobald number 3. Huh. So we now have the ability to reset Aeona.
If you become lost, follow the moonlight.
Go into our tree.
Wander around aimlessly.
Take out Theobald. Put normal Aeona on the tree. Or on
I
the,
shall meet these
you know what?
expectations.
And then we just level up Theobald
Do you need me to examine?
to 125.
There's nothing
Yeah,
worth
seems about right. Yeah. Okay. So we need 3 summons or 1,200 coins if we want to do another 10x for Bella. Lamia over Van, Lamia over Van or Van over Lamia is situational? Situational. But for the most part, Lamia does her job really well. But like, Lamia is definitely easier to use and to slot into a team than a VH. Because with VH you actually have to pay attention to what you're doing to a degree. That's how you replace the level, you keep resetting it? Hey, you learn something new every day, right? I bought places in the tree? No, observatory. If you level the observatory to 6-1, 8-1, 9-1, you get 5 transfusion slots. You need help for death? You need more death PS. If you have enough death PS, you're gonna get... I mean, this strategy really comes down to make sure your DPS doesn't die. Your tank doesn't die, right? Your DPS can stay alive. And then you just want to take out the ads first. Use someone like a Dalcalo to shut down the charging abilities. And then something like a Lamia or long-range AoE to take care of the enemies behind death, and then you focus on death. What someone else also did was use a Lorelei to set death to sleep, and then deal with the ads, and then come back to death. Oh, I like this boss. I like this boss. This is so cute. I'd probably try to find like a way to turn this into an animated like icon or emote on Twitch or something maybe. I just steal the in-game asset. What do you buy in the event shop? You buy everything. That's how events in this game work. You just buy everything. Come on! Shit! But I mean, priority-wise... Yeah, going for the scrolls is totally fine, right? Getting more SSRs helps your characters progress. Only buy the Divine Blood when you're actually stuck on a Divine Blood wall. And also... what else? Yeah, be careful with the skill up resources. They are quite rare. And the skill up event only happens in August, maybe 2nd or 3rd week of August, I would say. So don't be too slanderful with those, because they are kind of hard to come by. But yeah, for the priorities on who to use those resources on, pick your main DPS. Pick like Dalcalo, pick Lamia, pick Van Helsing, and level their abilities. Or you could level Acapella's ult, or you could level Bella's special, or you could level Stereite Aeona's special. Ah, fuck, and it's not even the right hand. Ow, ouch. Playing 3 stages of Whack a Siren in a row, not good. At which point would you say, is it okay to start using the Mausoleum chest with skill materials? Since the very beginning. Like, the ratios between these resources make it so that you can always just... Yeah, the ratios are so that you can always just use them whenever. And just, for example, if you want to bring all your characters to 4/4/4, you can get the purple ones. If you need to go to 5 or 6, you can get the golden ones, and then if you want to go to like 7 or higher, then you can get the red ones, right? Yeah. Let me see if I can make it appear. No, I cannot. So you will never see what's in my background. Muha, muha. It shall remain forever hidden. Maybe you'll be able to piece together things and theories after some time, but for now you'll never know what's in my background. You'll never be able to find out. Monthly. Give me a range. Alright, Josh? I need a range though. How much do you want to spend? Do you want to spend as cheap as possible while still getting the best value? Do you have a like price point in mind? So yeah, give me like an idea of what you want to turn into value. Any combined? Anything below 50. Alright, so we have all the packs in the world here. So let me give you a recommendation on what you can do with 50. Castle Courtesies. Monthly New Moon Pact. Journey Together. Finished. Comes out to like 38-ish. But only buy the Journey Together if you're actually out on 10, right? But this is going to give you 10,000 gems plus 15,700. Let's count the other one. 15,700. 17,000 gems and 20 summons over the span of 30 days. SAB 30 days? Yes. That is the new gift code. If you haven't used it yet, make sure you do. Max affinity level is level 30 for non-ancestors and apparently level 40 for ancestors. Is there another stage we have to play? Oh no. What does what give? Affinity? No. Oh, the code? 600 gems and 4 standard summons. It's the best code we've had until now. Unless you say 1,000 gems is more valuable. 3 copies. No, two extra. You need 2 extra. The moment you get 1 extra, you can go to 20, and for 30, I think you only need 2 extra. So max level 160, if I'm not wrong. But no, the highest you need is at maximum level 200 for a character, but I do believe it's only 2 extra copies. Yeah, I'm losing track of the stages because keep in mind we're playing 2 accounts at the same time, so it's hard to tell if I've pushed this to the max every day, right? Check the new artifact? What do you mean? I need some more information. What exactly are we talking about? 0 SSRs today? I mean, if you only did 10 summons, then it's understandable. If you did 50 summons, then it's very painful. Can I pair Van Helsing with Cecia for more DPS? Both of them are what you would consider main DPSs. In that you would use Van Helsing's ult for the greatest effect, and you would use Cecia's ult if you want the greatest effect. So yes, you can pair them with each other, but you might be better off running something like a Lamia plus Cecia, Lamia plus Van Helsing. Yeah. Which artifact? Like, I don't think they added in a new artifact. There should only be 6. Which is... This one is the healer artifact. That gives you healing, right? Once someone drops below 50. As well as also allows you to regenerate these ones if you upgrade them. But it's like completely healer artifact, right? But I don't even know if it's in the game yet. Like, you either need to beat chapter 5-8 hard, or it's not even in the game. Little Squid Games, yep. I feel like my fingers will fall off. That is how much Whack-A Siren we're currently playing. Ouch. Oh, not the ink stage. Ah. Ah. Damn, that was pretty fucking quick. Am I French? No. No, I'm not Bavarian. It's just stereotypical. Alright, come on! Fuck! Ah, sadness.
Welcome. See anything you like? Please.
Are we one off?
We look forward.
How does that even happen? Goddamn prophecy. Goddamn how what? What's this? Why? Huh? Why? This is the most frustrating thing ever. It feels like you're so close, but you're still so far. And in the end, it didn't even matter. But no, really, why is it 49? This is I don't like it. I don't like it. How can I get more? Exactly, we can do free summon. No, we don't. We cannot even do friendship summons. Damn it. Damn it! Hey, Junasup, what's up?
Journey. A fulfilling day indeed.
Ooh, we could beat 13.5. Or we could try to level up our castle.
Shamelessly. If I knew it. You
No, we're not getting 3,000 honor points.
A fulfilling day indeed.
Where else could we find... Open an OF account so I can do more summons. That's a... Yeah, it's a very good idea. Maybe I should listen.
This isn't fine. Oh,
A angle of income I haven't yet considered.
we have more over here.
Alright.
Please come again. We look forward to your next visit. Do remember to come back.
There is no Dutchman's revenge. We are not far enough yet. We need to beat 13.6. Which is death. I
A fulfilling
don't believe we have what it takes to beat death. But maybe I'm wrong. Right? Maybe. Though we do have to do our level ups first. So, okay, we have our Daikalo on 140, which is understandable. And then we bring... Yeah, I don't know. This feels like a case of it's better if we level everybody equally, because we're mostly relying on units from the transfusion tree. Yeah.
I've been waiting for...
Oh yeah, if you're wondering where did all my Van Helsings come from, number 1, 300 selector, and number 2, a shard copy from the shop, from the spirit shard shop. So we haven't yet pulled an actual Van Helsing, which is a little sad. You've completed character story and have some chances left to do stages. Should I wait for Nightmare or use it? Use it, because the daily challenges are gonna run out. Always do your daily challenges, so you're just gonna rerun the event stage. You're just gonna rerun the event stage. Critical hour 11. There you go. So you're gonna go in right here. You can. Like, nothing really stops you from using your coffins on Van Helsing. I don't think it's a mistake. So, go for it. Right? Fuck, I didn't do my story yesterday. Ugh. Slacking.
This is quite interesting.
Or I guess not even the day before. Because we're on stage 2 rather than stage 5.
Did we overdo it?
But luckily for us, Nightmare hasn't unlocked yet, so it's not that bad.
Interesting.
Still a bit bad, little bit.
With the chariot in hand.
I did my dailies, but bought some with the moon tears. Should you use them? No. Wait until Nightmare mode.
Lord Isaac, please have some.
Worcestershire sauce? I think that's like, or is it like, it's like Worcestershire? It's like close to this, but I probably butchered it to some degree. But I think it's something close like that. But yeah, maybe it's totally off. I'm British. Yeah, I'm a British fuck. Somebody got a oh, what? Oh. Yeah, let's get stereotypical. I love beans on toast. The Queen was my favorite. All hail King Julian. No, wait. What's his name? I do know he's a king. But it's probably not King Julian. So what was his name? Harry? I don't know. But I do know he's a king. I gotta be honest, I forgot. Like, Queen Elizabeth was so iconic, I have no idea. Is it Harry? I don't know, he feels like a Harry. I do know that, like, that one son from the royal house married like a girl, and I think her name was Meghan, and then they broke up or something, and then they live in the USA. I don't keep up enough. Charles. Is that his last name? Is his last name Charles?
This is quite interesting.
No, wait. No. Queen Elizabeth also wasn't her last name. It is Windsor, right? Windsor. So Elizabeth Windsor, and then it's like Charles. Yeah, okay. So yeah, King Charles. All right, makes sense. Makes sense. Henri. Is it Henri? No, I obviously pronounced it Henri on purpose. The way I would usually pronounce it would be either Henry or yeah, I would probably usually pronounce it as Henry, but it's from I don't know, from somewhere. There was a guy called Henry, but in like the French way, I think it's like Henri is like a en, and then that's why. But no, I'm not French. I don't even speak a single word of French. Me not Frenchman. Is baguette or croissant. But no, that is only because it's something you usually hear like quite often. Thierry Henry, yeah. But I do feel like most of the time you would pronounce them a bit more English, not with like that French H. Bella. Sauerkraut? What about some good old sauerkraut? So, yes, a Bloodborne 404. You should be going for Bella. Yeah. And you know what you could do? If you go for Bella and you get her, then there is a reward right here. You see these coffins, right? They give you a coffin at 150 as well as a coffin at 300. Usually, I would recommend you to pick this girl right here, a cappella, right? Or I would recommend you to pick Starry-Eyed Aeona. But what you should do instead is pick Van Helsing. On the condition that you actually pull Fleeting Bella, okay? If you pull a Fleeting Bella, which is an alternative version of her, right? You can run both of them at the same time, you don't have to worry. But if you pull a Fleeting Bella, make sure you pick this guy from your first coffin, okay?
The longest journey begins.
Unless you already have him. If you already have him, then pick a cappella. Okay? The girl we talked about before. This girl. Okay? What will I pick on the third one? Transcendent Haughty. This girl right here.
Too close.
If you don't have her yet, she's the safest pick from the Ancestor coffin. You picked a cappella for a dupe? I would have probably went for a DPS as a dupe. You have Van Helsing from the Wishes. Should I go for his Constellations? No, go for a cappella. Who's a great player from my national team? Honestly, everyone that we currently have is kind of ass.
I would have stayed here.
Like, I'm not a big... I mean, Wirtz. Wirtz is doing quite well. But everybody else is like... I mean, we have a guy called Philip Voltemade in the... as our striker. Not very promising. I don't know. I don't like his name. You've been playing since day one and no Kayn? How is that cry emoji worthy? You are blessed. You are one of the lucky ones. You've been avoiding him. Exactly, he's injured, so I don't think I could actually name him. Because what are you gonna do with the injured player? Yeah, I took all your Kayns, exactly. I keep them all to myself. I'm keeping all his secrets. Understandable. Let me show you a secret about Kayn. look at what happens. Look at what happens when you look at a cane for too long. You see things nobody should see, unless you are a professional husbando collector.
Is there a task that requires my...
Look at what happens when you watch a cane for too long.
You seek to unravel my mysteries?
Yep. How do I know?
The longest journey.
Yep, I know. Crazy, huh? He's not the only guy to show off his assets, right? Augustine is not the only one. Is there a way to know what level Gears drop from Moonlight Tribute? It's like level 50 starts giving you tier 5/tier 6, and then around level 60 to level 70 you can expect tier 7, but the chances are still very low. How would anybody know that?
Is there a task that requires my...
Like when you look at Kain, I was just wondering what his animation was, right? Like for example, Dalcarlo.
The tower.
Like every character has like a special animation if you watch them for a bit, and I just wanted to see what he would be doing. But yeah, I didn't expect him to undress. How to get those blue upgrade materials? Look at this, she's readjusting her clothing, huh?
Curious to see
Oh! Did you see where she pulled that card from? Alright, so the way you get the blue materials is by using these items right here. The blood chalice as well as also these blood chalices. And the way you get them is mostly by playing event stages. And the best time to get these ones happens during nightmare mode. So let's see if we find an example stage. Okay? So you see how if you replay N111, you get 2 hours worth of divine blood, right? You pay 1 sunscreen and you get 2 hours. During nightmare mode, the same stage, stage 11 during nightmare mode right here, is going to give you double. So that means you'll be getting 20 hours worth of divine blood every single day, as well as buying out the sunscreen in the shop right here. This one is going to be another 20 hours. Then you buy it again, you get another 20 hours. This is another 20 hours. This is 40 hours. This is 80 hours. This is another 20, another 20, 20, 40, 80. You get the deal, right? And then all these free ones right here are also pure divine blood. So yeah, events. Events are the best way to get divine blood.
The longest journey.
Don't wander around aimlessly. You get lost, I won't come looking for you.
You don't have to get it. It doesn't reset daily. It stays in the shop. Yeah, I know I get 5 free, but why would I need to collect it? Right, like the only issue I have is if I do collect it that I accidentally use it. So it's been 3 days since the Bella event. It doesn't reset. Look. You see how we have 3 different stacks of free sunscreen? And this one unlocks in 19 hours and it's another set of free. It just makes you feel like it resets. But no, they unlock 5 more every 24 hours. Right? But do not get baited. Wait until nightmare mode.
Ever ready to slay? Ever.
How much have you already invested into Diallo?
All I can see is destruction.
6 million, 8,000 and 54 million. Or 56 million. Not bad. You hate Hati? Aww. What did she do? What did Hati do to you? You have 64 of those, apart from dailies, haven't used it yet. Good idea, don't use. Save. You want Stereoite, but you keep getting Hearties. Aww. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's not that great. Hearty's mom is a monster.
As you wish.
Maybe?
Finally, my turn.
Hey, getting copies of Bella? I don't want to hear it. 3 copies of Bella is amazing. How could you say getting 3 copies of Bella is bad luck? Hey, if you start throwing shade at Bella, I don't know, I'll have to come visit your home and give you a stern talking to. Bella is the best tank in the game, so please do not disrespect getting multiple Bellas. Is Cyrene good? Yes.
It's not enough. I've yet to reach
Cyrene is good, but she does require either a T Noah or a Van Helsing to be fully efficient.
As you wish.
No, you're wrong. Dawn, you're wrong. Cyrene is not good for lowly enjoyers, they just want you to think that. Look at this. Yes, looks like a 5-year-old, is a bit weird, kinda sus. But what about this? Huh? This is definitely not a 12-year-old. I don't know why they had these design choices, but the in-game character module is definitely not 12. More like 1,200. But yeah, I guess, yeah. Yeah, we don't want to know. We don't want to know. But I mean, she's like as tall as Van Helsing, so I highly doubt that, right? Yeah, she is. I mean, she's like 1,200 years old instead of 12. So, yeah. I mean, look at her in game.
So this is the new vassal candidate. Would anyone mind if I break them?
Yeah.
So this is
Don't goon or police will come. Good enough.
As you wish. As you wish.
No. She is floating when you place her down, but then she stands. Exactly. Her in-game module doesn't look like what you are used to from the gallery. Absolutely true. Do I personally not use Tia Noah? Yes, I don't really see myself using him often. The last time I've actually used him was like as an off DPS doing clan hunt, but that could have been anybody. And outside of that, I used him for the last prophecy event. So maybe he'll see some play doing prophecy, but I'm not as sure. I guess you could say I've been using him in my defense for Gauntlet, but yeah, I don't know.
Overdo it.
Aren't vampires hundreds of years old? Yeah, I mean, she is. She's called a ancestor. Or not ancestor, that's the wrong word. She's called an ancient. She's called an ancient bloodborn. That is what she's called. Wow, one shot by a single Darcia's ult. Sheesh. You have 2 copies of Fleeting Bella and 20k tears. Is it better to save or summon? Do your 20 free pulls and then think again. Right? You're not in a rush to use your resources. You still have 12 days left on the banner. Do your 2 free pulls and then see where you're at. Mortal, why you gotta make it weird? But hey yo, thank you for stopping by. If we have a good summon / enchanter buffer, might Tinoa be good? Yeah, sure. If they give us another buffer for summons, or like another character that depends on summons, Noah is obviously gonna get a buff just by that character existing. But don't get me wrong, Noah is not a bad unit. Noah is not a bad unit. He's the main character for a reason, right?
The longest journey begins. Facing a powerful enemy from your...
This is quite interesting.
I do have a video featuring the best teams, and it is still accurate, but I can make an updated version considering that I can make an updated version considering that
It's finally my turn.
Fleeting Bella and Cyrene are now a thing.
Power. Remember to protect me, little Bella. So this is the new vassal candidate. Must anyone mind if I
I also think as the story progresses, they might have a better version of Tinoa. You think they're gonna buff him? That would be interesting. The only thing I know is that this is probably one of the strongest Time 1 Mausoleum team comps. Acapella, Bella, Van Helsing, and Cyrene. Yeah, that team comp's just nasty.
Solo performance.
If you don't struggle now, you'll end up as a small stain.
Didn't yet have the chance. Didn't yet have the chance, but might be able to get some testing in tomorrow. I did think about it. I'm just not quite sure. You know how Clan Hunt isn't a thing anymore? So where would I best test this, right? Like if you could give me a piece of content where you think I could prove that it's a either good or a bad combo, then let me know, right? If you have something in mind, let me know. But unfortunately, Clan Hunt obviously doesn't quite exist at the moment, so I cannot just go into like Clan Hunt, test it out in a DOT stage, and then be like, haha, she's better or she's worse, right? I mean, look at this. And it's not even like we have high investments in anybody. We don't even have any skill ups in our Fleeting Bella. She's currently not even leveled. She's not even on our transfusion tree.
You'll end up as a small stain on my mantle.
Purify the tainted souls.
Solo performance. Pathetic become. Give you no struggle now. More nothing disturbing modes of fate. Solo
How's my day? Any recommendations on a Sheila team with Fleeting Bella?
walking forward.
Yeah, okay. Stereite Iona, Fleeting Bella, Acapella, Lamia Van Helsing. And then your goal is make it into the sword phase, buff Van Helsing with Fleeting Bella, and then try to survive the sword phase. Don't beat the sword phase, just try to survive it and use Van Helsing to kill the boss before the time runs out. Right, like see if you can survive the sword swings with Stereite Iona plus Fleeting Bella plus Acapella combo. Do it for real. Heartstuck at 13.8 or any tips or strats? Can someone give me a mental reminder? What is 13.8? Isn't that the head? Like the head is one of the easiest fights ever. So for the head, what you want to do is bring a Bella, and then the card he gives into your hand, put that on the Bella summon. And then also make sure you bring something like a Daikalo, something like a Lamia to destroy these like towers he summons. Destroy the towers. When he puts something in your hand, put it on one of the Bella summons. Hey, I found out something. If I don't have space in the upper area of the bottom row, can also be placed where you can keep it and it doesn't disappear. Yes. Yes, you can put it in your backpack. Yeah. Hey, Dissect Pier, thank you for the follow. Big shout out. Best way to get Blood Essence? Play Time War Mausoleum daily, and there you go. 15 hours worth of Blood Essence. Yeah, that's like the easiest. The rest is do your expeditions. If you wanted to, you could buy extra summons, but at maximum buy like the 50 gem version, maybe 70. Or I guess up to like 150 if you're like actually spending money. Don't forget the event shop. And also I guess the Cosmic Singularity every day gives you quite a bit of pure blood. At least considering the resource capacity early on. You're new to the game and looked for guides and found my channel? Hey, thank you, man. That got me wondering today if maybe I should do like a top 10... Ooh, what is this? Ew, no. I was wondering if maybe I should do like an updated top 10 beginner tips or something. But like one of those talking points would mostly be the observatory. Because a lot of people still don't quite know how to get more in the observatory. Infinite Abyss. Infinite Abyss is gems, yeah. But, no, we're not talking about Divine Blood, right? Divine Blood is the blue one, Blood Essence is the red one, Soul is the currency, and the only thing you can really get here are gems and, obviously, Divine Blood. Are you using the hours on free-to-play or still saving? I'm using every single hour I have, besides Divine Blood, right? On the free-to-play, only... or on any account, only save the Divine Blood. Use everything else to push your characters further. But don't just use it straight away. Use it when you're stuck in story, right?
In defense! I've been waiting for your retreat. Come high, advance.
Ever ready to slay those? I will fulfill.
So for example, for us, it's like the higher you go in story, the higher you push your level of the tribute, and then the more values you get. And the reason why we're not using the Divine Blood is because we don't need any Divine Blood at the moment. The next time we need Divine Blood is when every one of our units is level 140. Best Ancestor?
Don't come too close. I don't want you to get hurt.
Transcendent Hati. Transcendent Hati is the best Ancestor.
Setting the chaotic world right. That is my place.
Ooh, we have a bunch of shiny pieces. I think we got them from story. If you make content about the game, please support you. Hey, if you make something worth watching, sure, why not? Don't level up the Eye of Truth. Then I use quite a bit when breaking the 100 mark. A bad decision? No, that is exactly what you're meant to do, right? As I said, use the blood resources when you're stuck on a threshold, right? If you want to break 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, that is when you need to run the Divine Blood. And then otherwise you can just keep it in your inventory and wait until you're at the point where you need to go through again. Don't go for... Okay, just bring the Eye of Truth to 4 and then stop. Okay? So the reason why you want to stop is, and also the reason why you don't want to upgrade the crit artifact is because currently we're waiting on what the devs are going to do. Because at the moment, upgrading the Eye of Truth to level 5 is a DPS loss. Because of the way it works. Because it overrides the major attack speed boost from Fleeting Bella. So level 4 is the best for Eye of Truth. But I wouldn't waste resources on Philosopher's Stone for now, because we don't know what the devs are going to do with the Eye of Truth, right? If they say they're not going to change the Eye of Truth, then yes, go for the Philosopher's Stone. But for now, you can hold the resources and just wait and see what they do, and then you can like upgrade it to 5 if they do or don't fix it, or we have some more information. Sorry? What happened? Oh. Why are we on all caps? I have a question. Darcius or Joanne? Which should I level up? I have Darcius SS3 and Joanne SS0. Darcius. Quite straightforward, no? Like just put Darcius on your tree. Here, this one, transfusion tree, right here. And then you can level her up as one of your top 5. Absolutely. Go for level 4. The only issue with the level 5 one is if you put a Fleeting Bella buff on Van Helsing, and then he triggers the minor attack speed buff, it swaps out for the major buff. Right?
Setting the chaotic world right. That is my life's purpose.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed, it is pretty weird. But I'm also not 100% certain. Like I've got that information from people that were actually able to level it to level 5. I've seen some evidence, right? I already made a video about it. But what I'm not 100% sure is maybe if you could say misread No, yeah, no, I don't even think they misread anything. Yeah, that's just the way it kind of works out. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it does also show it as like the buff duration, so yeah.
Come too close.
Mm.
Setting the chaotic world right. That is my
What's the third character to use Eye of Truth? Van and Lorelei? Girain. Girain, Triss, Cyrene, or Joanne. Oh wait, see, this is different. I have a favorite vessel, but I don't use that vessel everywhere. So my favorite vessel is actually Ressa.
We mustn't keep the Lord waiting.
My favorite vessel is Ressa, but someone I use everywhere is Lamia, pretty much. At least on my main account, that is. On my main account, I basically use my Lamia everywhere. Outside of that, I guess before that, I used Stereoid Iona everywhere I needed a healer. I used Bella, normal Bella, everywhere I needed a tank. And then I swapped between like Acapella / Daikalo or using both for like more of a support role. Is Tihati actually worth leveling up in the skills? Or is Cyrene okay as a DPS? Yes, Tihati is very much worth leveling up her skills.
Don't come too close.
Because her skill multipliers scale very well.
Come too close.
But I don't know how much further you want to go past 444. You can at least give her to 444, which is what you should do with all your main units. Like how we have 444 here on T. Amy. We have 444 on Daikalo. We have 444 on Van Helsing. And I guess you could go 444 on Cyrene too, yeah. Cyrene is okay as a DPS, but she's single target, right? Cyrene is a single target DPS, which makes her a bit awkward to use in story. So keep that in mind.
setting the chaotic world right.
The fleeting Bella plus Van Helsing combo is insane everywhere. But yes, it is absolutely disturbingly disgusting in Mausoleum.
Ignoring me. Then I'll just let the vassals in my cloak out to play.
The longest journey begins with a single step.
Is Transcendent Amy better than Bella? No. At least for most pieces of content, if you use Bella properly, you get more success than Transcendent Amy. But Transcendent Amy is definitely better in PvP. And as soon as you need to build two teams, one of them uses Bella as the tank, the other T. Amy, or you just run the two of them together. You got Ayagaris? Hey, congrats!
Something you need.
You want me to rank the best healers so you can use them for 3 separate teams? Okay. Best healer, Stereoid Iona. Second best healer, Seth. Third best healer, Fleeting Bella.
Let's do something fun, shall we?
If we're talking AoE, then the third best healer is Edina.
To the herb garden.
How can you play Girain? Okay, so Girain would be basic attack to like level 5. Like getting his basic attack leveled up would be quite important. So level 4, level 5. Make sure you give him the Eye of Truth. So if you want to play Girain, give him this artifact right here. Eye of Truth. Run him with a Fleeting Bella. So what you want to do is Girain dashes in, he does his attacks, you put a Fleeting Bella on Girain, and then you use Girain's ultimate so that he gets the 150% attack speed, which means for at least 1 second he'll have 200 attack speed and then goes like 200, 185, 170, 155, 165, 150, 140, you know what I mean, right? But yeah, that's kind of what you want to do. So basic attack is quite important. Get the Eye of Truth basic artifact on him. Rush him into anything like backline, right? backline anything mages, marksmen, healers, anything dangerous, and then use the ultimate to stun someone when he charges something or just to deal a bunch of damage. In any info on future characters after this reasons 1 to excited for the beautiful designs? Not yet. But we should have information in a week. It should be within a week when we get information on the next one. Should be within a week. Or maybe actually a bit longer. Let's say like 9 days. I would say like 7 to 9 days before we know more about the next characters. I like using the stone on Lamia. I don't believe in using the Eye of Truth on Lamia because it neither buffs her special nor does it buff her ultimate. Like I've seen the thought going around that Lamia supposedly is very great with the Eye of Truth, but the way I see it is it works on her basic, but it doesn't work on her special, neither does it work on her ult. So I don't really care too much about the Eye of Truth. Because with Van Helsing, for example, Van Helsing it works with his ult, Van Helsing it works obviously with his basic attack. With Gilrain it works on basic, with Gilrain it works during ult, you could say. With Cyrene it works during basic, during special, during ult. With Triss it works during basic, during ult. With Lorelei it works during basic, during ult. So yeah. Spectre Gilrain is really good in combo with Lorelei in PvP. Why would Spectre Gilrain be good with Lorelei? I have a video, Josh. I have a video on my channel with I think it's called like the Ultimate Artifact Guide or something. It gives you every single artifact and on which character it fits best. So you can just watch it. It's like 10-minute watch, maybe 12 minutes. I don't know, but you'll be able to find out everything you need to know about these artifacts. Am I satisfied with the current arena battles? Go higher. If you go higher in your Hall of Honor, you get more entries. So if you're currently a bit unhappy with the amount, just, let's see. Get a bit higher, right? If you get to level 11, you get another attack. Thoughts on Yggdrasil? Decent tank, but probably the worst SSR tank we have in the game at the moment. One of the drawbacks is Starry-Eyed Iona exists, so him moving around isn't as important, and also his healing capabilities are kinda ass, and he's somewhat squishy. Tihati and F Bella combo really work? I haven't tried it yet. No idea. I don't know. But it could work somewhat well because it allows her to apply more of her pestilence debuff. And also the damage buff would work on Hati herself. Right? So yeah, I don't think it's too bad of a combo. I'm just not quite sure about the pestilence scaling. If pestilence scales with Hati's base attack when she's possessed, so if pestilence becomes stronger while she's possessed, that would be huge. But yeah, I think Hati is definitely not the worst target for a Fleeting Bella to possess.
If I could choose again, perhaps I would have stayed here as the girl I wanted.
20% more basic damage is more valuable than 5% to deal more damage on most characters. Who, what, how, when, where? And how did we end up in this situation? You mean the hero buff? You mean the free shop refresh? Yeah, the free shop refresh is kind of cool. It gives you an extra free item. Oh no, wait. I think we're talking about different things. But yeah, I like this one. All of Honor level 11, 1 free daily reset for the shop. I don't know why, but in Blood Arena I get players that are either level 90 or above. You're level 80 or level 15-8. That is because you're so high in the arena.
Where violence
Like what they show you here, look at this guy, Fenro.
care to give it a try.
The way this goes is this guy is below you, this guy in the middle is around your level, and the left guy is high above yours. This Fenro guy is actually currently rank 9. And we are rank 5,800. Right? If you want to increase your arena rank fast, you obviously get more points. So the bigger the difference between you and the guy you beat, the bigger the bigger arena points you get, right? If you beat someone that has like 300 points on you, you gain more points than someone that has like 200 less than you have. So if you want to increase your arena rank quicker, beat higher guys, right? Beat guys that have more points than you do, or buy extra arena entries. You're 92% on the Ancestral Vault? Nice. But where does the 5% come from? Because Philosopher's Stone has a 10% chance, and the debuff artifact gives 10% increased permanent damage when the character has a debuff. Low levels are bots? Yes. And that's fine. It is 3 points, right? Like there's nothing better in the world than refreshing and finding someone like this. 1,050 points, has more points than you do, and has 9,600 BP. I would not complain about that. Hey, Pandog. Thank you so much, man. Greatly appreciate it. Alright, I do feel like we're done here for the most part. We could probably push a little bit more in a little couple different directions. But I've been on the grind for 10 hours again now, so you were wondering how a level 8 player has Pavana? Crit damage is 150%, so a crit at a 10% is average 5% gain. I mean, sure. Though the thing is that only stays true until you get to Echo Gear, because in Echo Gear you can increase your base crit rate as well as increase your base crit damage. Okay. Yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. It's been, as always, an absolute pleasure bringing this to you. And yeah, I guess I don't know, I'll read a book. Then I make a quick video on the Prophecy event when it launches, on what you should and shouldn't do. Yeah, and then I guess I figure out what I want to do for tomorrow. We see each other again around reset. So let's say like an hour to an hour and a half after reset. This is when we're gonna go live again. And then we do the same thing. We again get some tier 9 drops, we get some free summons, and we'll do more questionnaires and whatever else you need. So yeah, if you have any other questions, you gotta wait till tomorrow or ask them in the YouTube comments. You'll probably get a response from myself at some point. You love me? Thank you so much, man. I love you too. Bye bye.